You're probably gonna see me with one of my headphones like only on my left ear. It's because I live in a poor neighborhood. No, I'm joking. No, I live in a bad neighborhood, so I need to hear the door being knocked. And and that's basically what's up with that. I would like to apologize for any inconsistency that you see in the video. Désolé. Anyway, let's go through it. I wanted to avoid situation. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Sorry. I forgot to record the game, and it was good for me to actually check on it. Never be too sorry about that. I'm gonna redo everything again because I hate myself. Anyway. Excellent work, Ryunosuke. That was superb. So I will like to apologize again for whatever things that I've done and whatever. My heart was in my mouth the entire time. It was almost unbelievable. I mean, looking at you in there. You were drenching in sweat, your eyes popping, your knees knocking, and you were grinding your teeth. It was grim sight, but before I knew it, you started, you know what, I'm just gonna add my previous voice and just gonna run straight forward. Like a train! I kinda recall where more or less we stopped, so... Well, you see, Miles was right. The pair of you make an outstanding team. You exceeded my expectation, I have to say. Yes, it seemed you planned this from the start. You arranged things so that I wouldn't be able to act as a lawyer in this trial. Okay, double check. Okay. Our modern country is still in its infancy, our justice system even more so. Which is why I firmly believe that we need to send our brightest young star overseas to learn all they can. I wanted to avoid a situation that may have resulted in your study tour to Great Britain being cancelled. Well, it makes no difference, lawyer or otherwise, if I'm the kind of man who can help his best friend avert the worst crisis of his life. I shouldn't waste everyone's time by going to study overseas anyway. What? What are you saying, Kazuma? So that's your stance. I was afraid you feel that way. Kazuma. Well, then, it looks like it comes down to you, young man. Young man? Me? Yes, you need to prove your innocence and uncover what really took place in that restaurant. I must say I very much want to know the truth. After all, I have a personal connection to this case. Is Dr. Wilson your friend? Come to think of it, he said the same things early this morning, didn't he? If you don't mind me asking, Professor, did you know the victim? Yes, I did. As you're probably aware, Dr. John H. Wilson was a visiting professor at UMA, and it was I who invited him. You? Why there was someone else in there then? Oh, sorry, you mean in the uni, sorry. Didn't know that before. Richly to his death. Anyway, we're about to go into battle. Fight me! Fight me! The victim was a university professor. I totally naturally skipped that because why not? And naturally our government is looking to identify and punish the culprit as quickly as possible. But let's not forget who we are going up against. Yeah? The gentlewoman whose involvement in our police bureau went to extraordinary length to hide. Oh, so they made so fantastic. By the way, they made the enter button available, the one in the key, the numbers keyboard, so I can press enter now. To the small, the numlock one section, whatever. Yeah, I'm sure the prosecution will be using every tool at their disposal to squash your case. And I have no doubt that you pair will put up a good fight right to the last. Best of luck. Thank you. Now then, I need you to run an errand at the university at once. There's something I think we may need. Of course. Of course. Good luck, Kazuma-san. Sama. Defendant Naruhodo! Court recess is over. Please make your way back inside to the courtroom at once. It's time. Let's get back to it, partner. Let's go in there and deal to the decisive blow before those old fossils knows what hit him. Kazuma. I thought going around with katanas was illegal during this period, so I'm kind of surprised he has it. What? Thank you. Really. What for? Well, if you hadn't said you believed me, then I'm fairly sure I already have been found guilty by now. Look, I have faith in you. As a lawyer and as a friend. And from you, that means a lot. If I'm found guilty in this trial, he's really going to give up on his dream of studying abroad. That's the kind of true friend he is. I probably don't want them to do that. So this isn't just my battle anymore. Whoever we're up against, we absolutely cannot afford to lose. Alright then. I'll save the thanks use for after the trial. You can treat me to one of those sukiyaki meals I like from Yume Cafeteria on a University Street. With an extra large portion, of course. Ahoy. To go hereby and resume the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Prosecutor Aochi, have you managed to supplement a witness? Sub? Yes, Your Excellency, against all odds. And thanks to a certain young stripling, the prosecution is now under rather painful scrutiny from the government. Sorry. Let the government scrutinize, that's their job. There's nothing to worry about. It's highly unlikely that good relations we forge with Great Britain will emerge from this trial unscathed. Will you still think it's nothing to worry about than when new treaty breaks down and our nation founders? Again, terribly sorry. If the friendship between our nations is really so fragile, then the treaty isn't worth the paper it's written on. Which I highly agree. We really have nothing to worry about, Ryunosuke. What do you mean? A secret trial, anxiety over some foreign governor's opinion, a bungled investigation, missing witnesses. It is what our nation's justice system is. Is this the Supreme Court of Japan or of England? Shut up, you jump up, rookie boy! You and your friend know nothing of the situation our nation finds itself in. By aligning ourselves with this great war power, we become strong. Diplomacy have never been more critical. Steady political maneuvering is what will secure our future. I won't deny that I'm not expert. I'm just a student. No one could arguably study harder too. But standing here now in our Supreme Court, there is one thing I feel very strongly. A country that fails to uphold the truth in its justice system is a country with no future at all. Ooh. There's a high percentage of viewers that's probably from some country here have something to say about that. Ooh. Well said, Ryunosuke, despite the wide-eyed look of terror. You little brats. Thank you, Counsel. This court is the pinnacle of our national justice system, and it's case solely for the pursuance of truth. With that in mind, this trial will now resume, with the next witness taking the stand. The visiting student from Great Britain, Miss Giselle Pratt. Yes. Your Excellency? Why did he bang his face to the fucking table? That's a fancy hat. Damn. Isn't that too heavy? Well, what are the lies to welcome such fine gentlewomen to Japan and from such a distant land? Tea! Someone bring English tea! In England, no discussion take place without tea. Funny fact about! Motherfucking shit! I went to England, I went to York, I studied to England, and guess what? Nobody of my fucking people that I knew drinks tea. I was like one of my roommates. I think, yeah, actually, almost nobody of my roommates drink tea. I was the only asshole who drink English tea. Is that true? No idea. No, it's not true. It's a lie. Really few people drink tea. So, maybe the old generation, but the new one doesn't drink tea. Really few of them do. Could we possibly trouble you state your name and occupation for the court? Of course. My name is Satoru Hosonaga. I've been working undercover as the head waiter at the La Carnival. Yes, we know all about that already. Inspector Hosonaga, where are your names? Well, your manners in England is always ladies first. Is that true? No idea. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. More importantly, a little early today you say something of me. You say you powers of observation on one thing. One thing? Yes, I think I did. Didn't I? Did I? Did I? Yet your description for this amazing sight was simply a woman. I'm sorry, Ryunosuke, but the powers of observation aside, your powers of description are sorely lacking. Guilty? So, dear lady, once again, we may trouble you for your name and occupation, please? I'm guessing she's speaking English, Victorian English, because it absolutely doesn't make fucking sense in whatever the hell is this. Of course she speaks just English. I'm very sorry, dear lady, but what? The lady says her name is Giselle Brett. She comes from London, England. She's visiting our research student currently enrolled in Yume University Medical Faculty. Oh my, what a rare treat to hear the dulcet tones of the delightful language of the British people. I want to stab someone. No, somehow I want to stab someone. I'm afraid I don't understand a word you say, but it was so beautiful as a ham-dirty song. I'll be the judge of it. As far as I can tell, the detective is translating her words faithfully enough. Yes, I agree, if you say so. You obviously do fine in England, Kazuma. Her English doesn't rattle you at all, does it? No, nor you. You're clearly being paying attention in your English classes, Ryunosuke. Wait, to what point of view I'm looking at this? The court thanks the beautiful lady for taking the stand. Now, we may trouble you to confirm something, Miss Brett. 3 days ago, at a restaurant called La Carnival, a green murder took place. The court has been led to believe that you were dining there with the victim, Dr. Wilson, at the time. Is that correct? Shabba shabba doo, labba labba dee da ba. That's English. She say yes. This could take some time. So even though she's studying here in Japan, she can speak any Japanese? Yes, I agree with that statement. How does something sound English? Someone can tell me? British? Britain? She'd like to apologize for disappearing from the scene. She said that she was due to make a presentation at the university, so she had to leave immediately. Even though someone died. Interesting when you're the one who engineered her escape. I was just following special orders from the bureau. Well now, dear lady, would you be kind to cast your eyes over these photographic prints? Seeing as you were so unfortunately present at the scene of the crime, could it be that your replenished eyes caught sight of the wicked perpetrator, perhaps? Apparently, it was a very frightening and sorrowful sight. Do you mean to say... Yes, it will appear the lady did witness the crime. I was gonna blame me. The very moment when the accused, standing right there, in this courtroom, shot the victim in cold blood. Well, of course, Order in court. Did you hear that, Your Excellency? Here we have an absolutely conclusive witness statement. That's fudged. Well, it looks like it's clear now. Clear who our real enemy is. Ryunosuke! Unfortunately, I will have to ask you to formally testify, if you please. Can you tell the court exact nature of this frightening and sorrowful sight you described? Me. It's already speaking into your bloody language. I don't know how to fudging make it sound like. I don't know how. I don't know. America. Fish and chips. I had arranged to meet you for a slightly late luncheon with Dr. Wilson that day. The professor may unable to eat, so I ordered for myself only a beefsteak. Okay. Fish and chips, fish and chips, fish and chips. More fish and chips. After a while, the accused come over and greet the professor, and they got in a fierce argument. Then, not long afterwards, the accused took the professor's gun and shoot him right before my eyes. What? Pie! Apple pie! So much pie! Cider! 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 I don't carry a gun myself, so obviously I could have been the culprit. Second damning testimony, yes. Indeed. No, I didn't have any kind of argument with the professor at all. Ahoy. Look at you, you black-hearted blackheart, and look at the Snow White angel. I'm sure even dark-minded scoundrel like you can imagine whose words the court is going to believe. Huh. You're still making the same mistake, Ryunosuke. You mustn't blurt out when you're goaded like that. That's a lesson you need to learn. But he's not annoying. Of course I was at the scene as well. I took statement from this lady and the two witnesses who testified before, and reported back to the bureau. It was decided that Miss Brad was not involved, so I let her go. Testimonies of the last two witnesses were completely worthless, however. Well, even so. On the day in question, the lady was wearing the same outfit as she is today. As you can see, there is no nowhere about her person where she could conceal a firearm. Are you fucking kidding me? I can conceal like a fucking shotgun over her! Look at that fucking outfit! Look at this fucking outfit! A fucking dynamite I can conceal! Could think she could hide a gun almost anywhere with that outfit if she wanted to. Unless until the precise location where the princess is to have hidden a weapon can be shown, this is moot. There are no pockets in my outfit, I have nowhere to hide a gun. Your fucking head! Those are the witness' own words on the matter. That's ridiculous. He only was allowed to leave her up the dress, I could prove it. I don't think about anything rash, Ryunosuke. But I didn't fire the gun I picked, there must have been another gun there that day. You're right about that, which means this lady was hiding a gun somewhere. Yes, that has to be the proof now. You think it's the fucking hat? It must be the hat. You think his sworn is of .22 caliber, and to do so, he will need to pull her testimony apart. The gun! What was that smile? The defense may now examine the witness. Oh yes, Your Excellency. I don't actually have any. Yes! After PM, in fact, we're really a late lunch, isn't it? You don't keep your latest fashion for Britain, do you? Late lunches are on the vogue, is that? Fuck off. No. Bread, no. Decisive English no has a quite sting to it. The gentlewoman is currently working in the victim's research laboratory, it seems, but it was apparently a daily occurrence that they will lunch together. But on the day of the question, the victim had another appointment at the clinic first. Yes, which we can prove from the medical report card that was submitted as evidence earlier. That's right, Miss Brad and the victim went to the lunch following the victim's treatment, which is why it was so late. Yes, that all makes perfect sense. That's wonderful logic, isn't it? What a shining example of English intelligence this fine gentlewoman is. So you both arrive at the restaurant. What happened next? Okay, so she knew she was unable to eat. Okay. After a while, accused come over and greet the boss and they got in a fierce argument. Which percent? Let's see what we have actually. We have a medical report, a crime scene photograph. We have a waiter business card, blah blah. I don't think I have anything. Oh, never mind. So she's maintaining that you got in the argument with the professor and then which you shot him, which is an out and out, totally unfounded lie. Still, her statement is very compelling. I'm gonna just... After all, she's elegant, refined, young, and beautiful gentlewoman from Great Britain. In stark contrast to you, dressed from head to toe in a black school uniform, and that's exactly the way as you are, except you are flapping red ribbons. Well, anyway, it is our only choice to expose her testimony as the fiction that is. We can do that, the trial's over. I'm just gonna press all of the statement. Even you, with your thick skin, must be able to feel the murderous look you're getting from around the room. Only too well, I feel half dead already. And the fact that I can't just see a single inconsistency in her testimony isn't making me feel any better either. The first thing to do is press her on any her statement that seems even slightly off to you. Do that and now nobody will present itself, I promise you. I need to expose the true face. It's exotic for Aint as hiding behind the mask. That's what I should be aiming for in cross-examination. I'm gonna make the episodes briefer, if possible.
Yes!
So I'm gonna probably cut in half most of the episode. So I'm gonna chop it. He was unable to eat, you say? And that was because he just had to remove from Hota killing, correct? That's right. You're supposed to actually check with the witness before answering. Was Miss Bright aware of that fact? It seems so, yes. She heard the professor was to have some dental treatment. So that would mean that it was you who witnessed the picture here. That's right, Miss Bright. She says so, so there's nothing wrong with it. That's right, yes. The print you have there shows the table exactly as it was left after harving the beds. It's kind of something weird. Exactly as it was left. Dear me, what a harrowing experience. I was traveled to a distant island, so on the far side of the world and embroiled in such tragic incident. Have no fear, my dear boy, I swear I will crush the evil fear and subject you to this terrible plight. So the victim, Dawes Wilson, had nothing to eat or drink at all. That's right, other than carbonated water. I feel like that is not the table, just water. Yes, the professor was unable to eat, but he was being given permission to drink. It appears that the diners toasted their lunch with a glass of water each. Each raised a glass of carbonated water. What do you think, Ryunosuke? What the witness stated. It's very meaningful. No! The last statement of yours, Miss Brett, was very important. Well, how fascinating. That seems so profound of burying him. I'm actually just looking for inconsistency. The significance of the statement will become apparent when the time is right. Then the defense calls for the witness' last statement to be formally added to the testimony. Whilst I stabbed counsel. Very well, Miss Brett. Can I repeat that you just had to be added to your official testimony? Gladly, she said. This was brilliant, Kazuma. I'm going to remember that one. Which one? The significance will become apparent when the time is right. I can really use that phrase. I hope there are some more useful tips you're picking up from this experience than that. Ryunosuke. No. Anyway, beefsteak and I cheers! So I'm gonna present this, but I think it's just useless information. That's it! That is a stable presentation. Let me just confirm something, please. It's to this photographic print. There's only one glass. I'm not even sure if this is water, to be honest. Just a while ago, you spoke this print showing the victim table of the crime scene. It was exactly like it was left. I have a strong feeling that is not the original table. That's it, correct? The lady says. Well, that's it. That is. It's odd, very odd. Yeah, me. What's odd in the defense's inability to express itself? Kinda? Ryunosuke, is about to print that looks odd to you? Well, obviously, it's the cheers. The cheers? Miss Briar just told us that she and the professor had cheers over a glass of water. She had no reason to lie about it, so, but if that's true, there should have been 2 glasses on the table, not 1. You're quite right, Counsel. But does it really matter? Are we supposed to be impressed by this nicking over minute? Yeah, I agree with that statement. What possible difference does the presence of absence or glass make to the case?
Objection!
Minute, you say? Could it be that the fatty here remove a glass from the table to conceal the lady presence? Of course not. We'll never do something so reckless. Ouch. But there should have been 2 glasses on the table. Are you going to try to tell me you can't clink with your only one? You're quite right. They certainly took 2 glasses to the table. Wakanda forever? Inspector, what did the lady say? It will seem that it was Miss Brad who took the glasses from the table. What? It was also so terrifying everything that happened. In panic, I thought I should try to hide the fact that I'd been there at all. She's saying. Good gracious. It's the fakest sorry I've ever heard. Désolé. Sorry. Anyway, even if she did that, what? This I show the code before this is not consequence at all. Oh, please. You must remember that this student had just murdered his lady luncheon companion before her very eyes. We could blame her for concealing a glass or 2 in her state of disarray. That's absurd! Oh, really? So do we take it that you are now going to accuse this vulnerable, young and beautiful woman of mischief? Yes. Yes. What? Yes! No. This can be put down to the mischief. God damn it! Ryunosuke! She definitely killed him. I'd like to know. She concealed too much. Exactly how the lady took the glass from the scene. Ramyun card. Naruto ketchup mayonnaise. You seem that she slipped into the small handbag she was carrying. She had a handbag. Okay, you don't have a pocket, but you have a handbag. Your Excellency, a small handle-held pouch commonly carried by well-to-do women in England. Woman. So the beautiful lady has a very gracious explain why she removed the glass from the Xeno now. However, the fact remains that these glass were absolutely non-bearing on the case. Huh. Why? This student has been trying to confuse the court with logical reasoning. Did she try? I feel like she tried to poison him. It comes to nothing. No more pretentious accusation. You have wasted enough time already. Indeed, the lady has offered a satisfactory explanation as to why she removed his glass. Having handful, we can consider the matter to have no bearing on the case. Counsel for the defense, are you in agreement? She could have just take the glasses and move it to another table. That would be so much easier. No, I don't know really. If you want to pursue this matter further, you're going to need to show that he has some deeper significance. Yes, you're right. So she took the glass away into her handbag. There's deeper significance. There is. The glass? The handbag? The glass? No, wait, what? No, wait. If you ask me, it's the fact that she took the glass that has a deeper significance here. Why do you think that? Because it's the property of the restaurant. It's not some harmless act of pilfering, like taking up bar soap home from the public baths, is it? You take soap from the public. No, I don't. I mean, what is this? Isn't significant here? It's very significant, but this is the time for place. Kazuma, god damn it! There are more important things to concentrate on now. I think maybe you should consider your position too. Sorry, I will. I think the handbag, because it proved that she had somewhere to put up gun. So the lady has offered his explanation as she removed his glass. I think henceforth I can consider the matter have no bearing on the case. Counsel, are you agreeing? Oh well, I don't know. If you want to pursue this matter further. You're going to need to show there's some deeper significance. You're right. So she took the glass away. So the handbag. I cannot. Okay, there you go. Wait, the lady put the glass into her handbag, you say? Yes, you drag it up. It's already been explained to the code of all English gentlewomen carry handbags for small items. Let me see. A little while ago, Miss Brass stated the following. There are no pockets in my outfit, have nowhere to hide a gun. But what she forgot to mention was her handbag. That was weak. I wish it would be perfectly possible to conceal a gun. You're right. I feel like we're gonna see an evolution of the character. Well done, partner. I had a feeling you pick up on that too. What are you insinuating? You vile blackguard. It's really very simple.